Hello, my name is James Edward Garcia, and welcome to another episode of My Haunted Diary. This is part 4 of my paranormal urban explorations I did at Pilgrim Psychiatric Center. It is also the final episode of my time there. It starts with me finishing my investigations in the connected buildings on the left. I next showcase footage off my phone camera from different visits to the active portions of the Psych Center, as well as demolished buildings throughout the grounds. On another visit, I attempt to get into the connected buildings on the right, but only find my way through the basement, where I had to eventually stop due to walking on top of thick, slippery ice that was cracking under me as I attempted to walk on it. I got a ton of EVPs, sounds, and footsteps while down there. On another visit, with warmer weather, I navigate my way to the large Potter's Field Cemetery where thousands of patients are buried. I surprisingly get a few cool EVPs while out there and find a patient's clothing, including a strait-jacket, out in the woods. It appears a patient must have escaped the Psych Center. I walk around and on top of demolished buildings and do some more filming by the buildings still in use to capture the many aspects of this large place before it one day gets shut down. On another subject, it seems the Ghost Adventure show in more recent times have been copying some of my scenarios where I capture paranormal events. It had been brought to my attention from 2 different episodes they did, and I must admit, it seems they are getting ideas from my supernatural experiences to make their show a little more exciting. So it has come full circle. The TV paranormal celebs are watching my videos for ideas. Perhaps one day I will get the funding and exposure they have had. This last episode is a long one, more than an hour and a half long. Before I go right into my footage, here's a compilation of film where I show rare aerial footage where they were searching for the body remains of those teenagers that had been murdered by a local gang on the grounds of Pilgrim. The next portion is about the buildings that have been demoed and the long pending project met with opposition to turn the abandoned grounds of Pilgrim into a large town center, integrating the abandoned water tower. But first, let's start off with a segment from 1992 dealing with the subject of lobotomies that were done at Pilgrim. In closing, I did want to say that I find that Pilgrim State Hospital, now known as Pilgrim Psychiatric Center, is certainly haunted, and its past history is crying out in the present to anyone willing to listen. My channel keeps growing with explorations into the supernatural in some of the most haunted places in the US. So make sure you subscribe.
These are people who are out of touch with reality, who believe things that were patently false, who heard voices that weren't there, making them feel badly about themselves.
The clinical director of Pilgrim State is Dr. Miklos Losansi.
On another extreme, they may get suddenly explosively angry and upset for no apparent reason or for a minor provocation. And these people are not able to function in society at large.
Some 1,500 lobotomies were performed in the late 40s and 50s at Pilgrim State's Building 23, where Helen Savarese was the chief operating room nurse.
I was about 18, 19 years old at the time, student nurse. I dreaded when I knew I had to come up here. Tom, this was our operating room. The patients would be lined in the hall. The prep had already been done. Their heads were shaven, ready for the lobotomies. And they were brought into this room.
And roughly how long did it take to do a lobotomy?
45 minutes. The surgeon would be over here, patient would be here.
The head of the table?
At the head of the table. The drill itself was a hand drill.
A hand drill?
A hand drill. And the surgeon would drill. We would be handing the instruments. All right. Then they would use a probe. And they would go into the...
Through the holes in the skull.
That's exactly right.
This was as routine as what, a tonsillectomy?
Exactly. In mental institutions it was.
According to medical experts, it worked for some extreme cases, calming them. A few even returned to homes and families. But for thousands of other less severe cases, including mentally retarded patients and manic depressives, unnecessary lobotomies did irreparable damage. Because of the inexact science of the operation, it dulled their personalities, effectively dehumanizing some of them.
Let's look at her positive symptoms first.
The latest study on the long-term effects of lobotomy is now underway at Pilgrim State, under the supervision of Clinical Director Dr. Miklos Lasansi.
I believe it was a mistake that was driven by desperation. It was something that was done because these poor, suffering individuals had no hope for life, and the doctors that treated them wanted to have a hope.
This is aerial footage from when Suffolk County law enforcement were looking for the remains of bodies in the abandoned areas of Pilgrim Psychiatric Center in late 2016. This was after it was known a local Brentwood gang had murdered high school students and buried them on the property. These are the same areas I had explored a couple of years earlier.
Planning Commission approved the largest housing development ever proposed for Long Island.
It features thousands of apartments and retail space. But as TV 1055's Long Island Bureau Chief Richard Rose reports, there is still significant opposition.
The Suffolk County Planning Commission debated for hours over the Heartland Town Square project. Developer David Wolkoff is used to that. His family first proposed the massive development for the town of Islip 14 years ago.
The major first phase will be 3,500 units, 250,000 square feet of retail, and about 300,000 square feet of office.
These artist renderings show what Wolkoff hopes to build in 3 phases over the next 30 years. It includes a total of 9,000 apartments on the grounds of the former Pilgrim Psychiatric Center. The Wolkoff family bought the property years ago and has already demolished all of the abandoned buildings.
This is the worst project ever proposed on Long Island in history.
The head of the Long Island Pine Barren Society says the Heartland project will create waste and potential contamination on land that's already been designated a special groundwater protection site. The developer says there's no issue, though, because the project will be hooked up to an existing sewer line. The Heartland project still needs final approval from the Islip Town Board, which is expected to vote on it in the next several months. In Islip, Richard Rose, TV 1055.
And the Brentwood School District says if necessary, it will sue the developer for any expenses schools may incur.
With 2 large public plazas centrally located in our planned community, you will be able to enjoy seasonal arts and craft fairs, farmers markets, and concerts in the park. Water Tower Plaza has it all: movies, food, entertainment, and a wonderful plaza to take it all in. Main Street leads to the South Square, a generous open space to relax and enjoy the sunshine or shop some of the larger retail venues. Turning onto Water Tower Place, residential units over ground floor retail create an intimate connection as you walk along the covered retail to the main plaza, the centerpiece of our new community. If you're looking for something else to do, walk over to the town cinema and take in a matinee or catch the evening's latest feature film. wide selection of dining and entertainment venues, Heartland Town Square will provide an exciting environment day and night. Unwind after work with drinks and a casual dinner with friends at the corner hotspot, or celebrate a special occasion at one of our fine dining signature restaurants. At Heartland Town Square, we are making a place that anchors the community over time. Welcome to Heartland Town Square.
Okay, looking to prep it up here, but kind of cool at the same time. Is there any spirit up here with me? My name is James. Some kind of shaft system. Yeah, here's some of the clothes. There's the laundry in here. Somebody doing laundry? Looks pretty filthy. You're not doing a very good job. Who's cleaning up here? Who's doing laundry? Can you speak to me, tell me your name? Hard work for you? find enjoyment while you're with your fellow employees. The old black mold and stuff. I don't know what those measurements are about. Above came down pretty thick. Dark area. Turn this on. Oh, now you can see. Look at that. The toilet. Here's the toilet. Looks like bathrooms. What a mess. Definitely a fire in here. You can smell it. You can see it on the floor. The fire definitely was started in here. Birds. They're like right in here. Within the roof. Making a racket. Just can't see them. Oh, here they are. They're in here. Oh, shit. They all flew out of here. Wow. Really hauled ass. Sounds down that way. See her shuffling and stuff going on. Okay, lamp is back on. I'm inside the building again from the roof. Came back in, hearing shuffling inside here. So I'm not sure what the fuck's going on. There's no more birds over here, so shuffling is coming from over here though. Oh shit. I heard that. That was a loud bang. Like a metal. I don't know if it's a good idea to go this way. Who's in here? Make our way out of here.
Without a patrol car catching me.
Say bye-bye and try to get out of here in one piece. One thing I don't need is for some wackadoodles coming at me. Time to move on. Time to move out. Gotta head on out of here while I can. Got an opening over here. Will lead to like tunnels or sewers? Don't know. There's a ladder. Yeah. Totally takes you down below. I heard some twitching over here just now. Really? All that down there, it's all active. A lot of mental patients being housed in there and cared for. Behind me, in this whole area, this fortress right here is the abandoned section still. Got like a cafeteria, and laundry work, and maintenance work of sorts. Power plant at the very end. So, I don't know where they're tearing this down, but they tore down a lot of buildings here. And just left them. And they haven't picked it up yet because it's costly. Because he hasn't taken the time to spend the money on the cleanup. Just break down. I guess he doesn't want anybody in the buildings anymore. That was one way of doing it. But I guess he ran out of money to continue demolishing this section. And the water tower. I don't know if he's going to use that. But I'm looking at this building here because it looks like it caught fire at one point. Sign says all deliveries go to building 83. There's a smell around here of decay, almost like death, but not death of the flesh. Buildings that have been abandoned. Got the OGS trailer right here. As you can see the sign, OGS trailer. So the signs are well intact, even for some of the places that are abandoned still. And one day these big buildings are going to be abandoned as well. Look at all those, all in use. If you look over here, here's a building that was demolished. Even over where the fenced area is over there, it looks like more buildings demolished. So there's a bunch of them here. It just goes on and on, so there could be several buildings. One immense building for that matter. Rechargeable battery, Power P-Sonic. Look at all that. That looks like it leads to a basement level maybe, or is it still the first level floor, really? But yeah, what a shame. What a freaking shame. This was a parking lot. There's even tile inside the building right there. Some of the brick, I'm looking at it, inside it says Nassau. And, you know, Nassau being a county here, I would think Pilgrim falls within Suffolk, but maybe it's like borderline, it's Nassau. Look. There you go. Nassau. And if you look at the sewer, see Pilgrim State Hospital sewer. Campbell Company. Across there, big mountain of a demolished building. This is a nice parking lot right here. Not really used anymore. And I'm noticing a trend where they don't want you going down these roads. They put the big cement blocks down. Another demolished building. Hard hat area. Danger. So this is the difference compared to Kings Park or any asylum that's abandoned. This one isn't. There's plenty of buildings here, big ones, that are still being used. And you can tell because you see lights on. And it's surreal to me because I'm so used to coming to places that there is no electricity. And at night, all you see is darkness and you can barely see the buildings. But here, it's a different story. So now I want to get to my car. Figure I must work here because my car is here. Wintry cold out here. Wintry cold. And the ground, well, you can see it's kind of wet because everything is melting. This is the warmest day we've had in a while. I think it's like 36 degrees out right now. But it's going to be an icy, snowy mix tonight. It's just the way it's been here. Having a lot of wintry storm weather going on here. It still has some cool looking buildings here, a lot of them. So, continue on. So you see this right here, you think, oh, cool, abandoned building here. Well, this is not an abandoned building. Still in use. Well, all the buildings you're seeing in my camera view are all active. And I'm not talking about active with paranormal activity per se, although they may be. But there's actual patients actually staying in these places. And staff. Look at the P on the door. Patients walk these grounds, some of them anyway are allowed to. And right now, none are out because who's going to be out in this kind of weather, right? Which is good for me. Hey, I like the sign right there. It's just glue. And you see all that stuff hanging down. You would think this place is abandoned, but still in use to some degree. This one right here is building 25. This is how it looks. And those buses you see go by a lot of times are for staff and sometimes patients as well. Well, if you can, but this place is massive. It's got that bat wing look like a lot of the sanatoriums have or had. How big this place is right here. My This is the back side of this massive building. There's building 102, the Community Rehabilitation Center. Lots of buildings here. One day, when they're abandoned, while I'm still alive, I'd like to come back and visit and film for whatever paranormal activity may take place in them. And if you can see over here, there's geese. Geese are a part of these places. If you have a psychiatric center in your town, if you go there, you're going to find geese on the grounds. I think they bring them in. Or the geese like to be around massive places that happen to be fortresses for feeble-minded, mentally ill, whatever you want to call it. Now I'm moving in on this because I know that if I move in on this flock of geese, there's not many, this guy right here is going to attack me. He's going to want to goose me. That's what they do. Right, goose? Right. I hear you, buddy. They switch on their webbed feet so that one can keep warm. That's what they do. This is Building 81, another massive batwing building. So here's the back side of the one section that leads down to the power plant. I did the other side before, which was really cool. A lot of cool stuff in there. Now I'm looking here to see if I can find a way in. Now there's also this thing that looks more like garage type stuff. Not as important. This part is the part I want to get into, but I gotta find an opening. And now that winter has ended, we're in spring, and finally snow has not only ended, but it's all melted. But now here's an opening under here that leads to a basement. It's a long drop down. I can smell that old smell. Very strong. Long drop down. Oh, there's still some icy snow down there too. Yeah, it is cold down there for sure. I could avoid jumping down there to get in this place. It's a real pain in the ass. Let's see in this part here. Pretty torn up, huh? I smell that smell of the inside, so there's going to be some opening here. I'm going to smell that must. This part right here is like scaffolding, I don't know. Or is this stuff that just got torn down? It's hard to say. There was back this way on this building a way to drop down into the basement, but I mean it's a big drop and there's crap all down in there. Of course that old familiar stinky mildew musty smell of these places is permeating and it's just like coming through because of the wind, and it's pretty cold down there. There's icy snow. I don't think I really want to try to drop down somehow in there and get back up. I'll get filthy and I could get hurt, and I don't know, it's going to be a hassle trying to even get back up if I can even get down there. So it's not worth it. I'm going to try to find another way in, possible back here. maybe there is no way in. I don't know why they would even care about keeping this section so well boarded up. Oh, here's a spot. So already found a way in. I have to climb to get in there. Oh, there's a car coming down there, a Jeep, and he sees me. Oh, he's turning, good. So here's one potential way in, and it's definitely doable. But is it a way in? Yes, it is. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, this way in through here actually is a stairway down into the basement. Very dark, very disgusting, but it's a way in. Otherwise, I'm going to have to keep searching down that way. Who knows, maybe there's another easier way in, but this one's pretty good, so I'm going to try this way.
Close the door more, it's darker. There's sounds down there already. Freak. This one's very creepy, very spooky. There's my light. Definitely banging stuff going on down below. Can you hear that? Alright. It's like a baby chair. Freaking baby chair in here. The car. Alright. Damn, this definitely sounds well. It looks like it's used for laundry. Is that icy water? This is ice, and it's breaking. I don't know how deep the water is below it. Oh, that could be a pain in the butt. That is freaking ice. And I start sinking on it. So it could be pretty thick. Looking on the sides here, it's hard to tell how deep it is. Damn it. I want a showstopper now. That's freaking walking in here. It's getting closer. Footsteps. There's footsteps going on down here. Should I even chance this? Yeah, it looks like it's a few inches thick. Step on it again. Oh, this is about to crack. I'm not white. Crazy. Walking on ice. And I can see cups and stuff below there. And, well, that's pretty deep. There's no way I'm walking on this. I can't do it. It's too deep down. and I'm standing on it right now. Listen. Footsteps. Holy cow. Alright, let me see if I can find another way into this place other than through this basement, because I can't chance it. Shit. Oh fuck, it's cracking. I'm gonna fall through. I'm getting out of here. Just not worth it. For the basement. Say cheese. See if I can find another way.
I jumped down to the other section of the building here, into the basement, which is way down there. I fell into thick ice water with tons of garbage. Not good. But I definitely heard footsteps down there. It's crazy. I mean, they were pretty loud. And at one point, footsteps sounded like they were coming towards me. There's definitely nobody in here. Who would come in here? It's cold, icy, dreary, wet. You see an opening there? I don't think you do. Well, some of this is concrete below this, so it's all the wood from above falling off. The ceiling here is coming down. But there looks like it might be an opening there. Might be a pain in the ass one too. Let's see. I don't know if I can get through that. Oh, great, stepping on a nail. No, I can't get through that. Let's do this. Walk down here. Perfect. Indeed. A lot of wind. Wow, this looks pretty locked up over here. I don't think there's a way in over here. Pain in the arse, huh? Means it's either through that basement down, or it'll get into this section here. Otherwise, I boarded it up pretty good. They don't make it easy on me here. They don't make it easy. I'm sure there'll be some cool stuff to see inside here, as decrepit as it is. Look inside here. Can't even see what I'm filming, but openings per se. We turn our attention this way to the garages, and it looks like it's all locked up anyway. All this stuff littered and discarded. Some of it's probably just dumped here over the years. Another child car seat, televisions, tires, vacuum cleaner, and you name it, even a boat this way. Even a freaking boat. This circle right here. There was a lot of buildings here that they destroyed. A lot of abandoned buildings they destroyed. That would have been great to explore. I never got to do them. There's that boat. Bed, mattress. Just a big old mess. Couches in here and stuff. I can see back that way. Really? What the hell's that? Squeaking thing inside here. Really? Like an animal? Something turning? Squeaky wheel? What the hell? So much for that. There's something in here doing that. What the fuck it is, I don't know. Don't know. Now these gotta be separate, these garages to themselves. Let's see if I lift this one up. And what happens? Oh, it's kind of locked down. It's not easy to open this thing. So, well, you can see in through this door. It'd be nice if it was open. No, it's somehow bolted shut. Squeaky thing. There's a lot of supplies and stuff. You get lots of construction stuff in here. Banging in there. Huh. Alright, so I'm back to maybe making one more attempt in that basement. Gotta be tough. Against my better judgment. Must be a bird of some sort. Just kind of reminds me of that squeaky sound inside that abandoned building section back there.
Okay, attempt number 2.
In this next clip, something shoots up and out of the open refrigerator door, and an EVP was recorded at the same time saying, "Let me out." The anomaly could be a bug, not 100% on that being the case, but it jets out of the fridge, and as it moves up and out of sight quickly, you can hear the voice say, "Let me out." Strange coincidence?
holding me. Trying to be light on my feet. Crazy. Walking on a fucking block of ice. Walking his final way upstairs. I'll do so. Definitely walking going on in here. Stairs. Oh, this is kind of deep. How deep is this fucking thing? Dripping on me. Top it off. Don't cave in on me, please. Oh! Cracking. To my death. The stairs are here somewhere. Here? The stairs? Could be. No? This fucking room. Step on this door. It's all frozen. Oh wow, like it's like really thick in there with stuff. How further I could walk. Don't crack on me. Fuck. Oh, it's cracking in there. It's wet. It's dry. I'll go to the outside. I have to trust this. What's another way up? Back up. Oh, we're really cracking. Fuck. Sounds so wet too. Oh, it's cracking on me. Don't see stairs. Fuck am I supposed to get up? Son of a beeswax in freaking hell. Is it an elevator or something here? Can't get in there because of the ice. New York State Department of Mental Hygiene. Do I give up at this point? Fuck. Close. Can I make it? Straight off. Get the lower. So this is what I was seeing down there. Without the light on, it's total darkness. Just wanted you to see.
Back at Pilgrim. Yep. Buildings all tore down all around me still. I'm gonna try to go to the cemetery without getting stopped. Look at that. Road to buildings that are destroyed. Look at that. This was a building. Very heavy. Such a shame. So here's another road, but I have to get in there. And I'm assuming, well, actually it's open, so not too hard to get in. So I can find the cemetery. Alright, here's the cemetery. And the grass is cut somewhat, so hopefully a little easier to find grave markers. I'm sure I'm stepping on some right now already, but I know there's thousands buried out here where I'm standing. If we head out this way, it's a big field. If you dig hard enough, may uncover some grave markers. But let's go down this way. Here's a walkway. A lot of these not just have numbers, they'll also have like maybe their first initial last name on them. So that gives us some indication. It's better than nothing. Better than just a number. You could come out here, bring your kids to play in a big open field and never know. Here on top of ridiculous amount of bodies. We're talking thousands. Now here was probably a sign that said something about the cemetery one time. Really smelling the scent of abandoned building decay around me. It's strong. It's here. And the only thing I can think of is all these buildings within these forest areas, look like forest areas now, just busted down and left. So the decay still remains, the smell. It's like the asbestos and all that. Okay, this is a tar ground here for walking, probably for driving even. Right here. All those out here long forgotten. I mean, let's face it, these are people that were discarded by their families. I mean, some of them were criminals. I mean, they were given a sense of insanity plea and put in here, but they are probably just, well, you gotta have mental issues to want to kill people or do some serious, heinous criminal acts. Looks like J. Randall. You were number 3380, grave marker. And I wonder if they're cremated, if the bodies were dumped down here. It's hard to say. I don't know what they did back then, or how they determined what to do with the body before burying it. This one looks like it says E. James 3417. My name, Edward James. My middle initial is E. Yes, sir. Very common name though. This is 4381 maybe? Or 1381? Trying to see the name on it. It's hard to see it. This one, ooh, this one's easier to read right here. B. Muscadini, 3419, with the cross. H. Bushmayer, so 3882 or 3382, and you got the cross as well. On and on, all the way. Sometimes you find a grave that stands out and that it's not just regular stone, has something more to it. That's what I'm looking for as well. ditch right down here. Oh shoot, looks like the ground caved in here. It did. Holy cow. I mean, it could lead right to the bodies. Grave marker, there's graves all around here, so I'd fall down. If I fall down, I'd fall into this. It's a pretty deep ditch with this brush built up, so I don't know. Might be smelling some of the decay of rotting body. Some that are not so well visible, and then you got where you can't even see them anymore. They're just buried. I wonder if there's any restless souls out here. For some reason hanging out where their bodies were buried. Could they be? It's possible. Hard to say. I'm going to do some spirit box session for that reason. See if I can communicate with any spirit out here from the Pilgrim Psychiatric Center. All the other names it was called at one time, with State Hospital, Asylum, or Lunatic Asylum. There's a grave. You can see one right here, but this one's like above ground. Pretty well faded though. I step on your graves, your grave markers, forgive me. I don't mean any disrespect. Oh, here they come. They're coming after me. You're not allowed to go into that cemetery. Could you imagine? I'd get in trouble just for going to a cemetery that nobody cares about. Just like paying my respects. Ooh, I smell that decay again. So I'm close to probably some buildings that are down. I know I keep mentioning, but because of the wind, the breeze, it's bringing in the smell of abandoned, decayed building smell. And you know, it's all around me here. So you got the decay of a cemetery, which signifies decay. You know, rotting bodies, the dead, physical dead, and buildings out here, broken down, discarded for a long time, and of course, decaying in whatever state they're in. And of course, you really have to watch out because this is an active asylum or psychiatric center, as they call it these days. And just some pretty darn big bat wing buildings here that are active, and a few other buildings as well. So, in other words, there's a lot of patients housed here and on the grounds. So, speaking of which, it's like some strait-jacket stuff or something, some patient clothing. Maybe somebody escaped, took their clothing off, and ran for their freedom, if you will. That's what it certainly looks like. Looks like patient clothing. That's a little freaky. Yeah, it looks like a strait-jacket too. Wow. So, that's what you're dealing with here. Look at these posts with locks on them still. Not sure what those are about, these postmarks. But perhaps there were a fence around here to keep patients in from getting away. Well, there's a patient right there, too, that got away. Would you want to live in a community where the houses are built on top of graves? Reminds me of the Poltergeist movie. That could happen, for sure. This is a perfect candidate for that, eventually. When they're real desperate for land to use to make money, to house people. So all these sections, most of which you can't see the graves. It looks like kind of neat inside here. Check that out. That they have these plants right here. Now, if there's any spirits with me here could speak to me. My name is James. I'm trying to communicate with you. If you have anything you want to say, through this white noise, try to speak through it. It's this device that you can talk through. Through. Tell me your name. What the heck? Oh, and the battery just died. Wow, it just sucked the battery on my RT EVP out. Wow, that thing had a full charge, and it just sucked the battery dry. Okay, stop the Olympus for a second. And Olympus back on, change the batteries of my RT EVP. Brand new batteries. He's here with me. Somehow, oh, I heard that. There's a voice. Who was that? Somehow, I heard you. Still here? Oh, I heard a female voice. I heard you, ma'am. Oh, I heard a female voice. Say something again? There's some shouting voice coming through here. Soft. Speak up. Well, we're gonna have to go because it's gonna rain and I don't want to get rained on. Could you try to say something to me? I heard voices. Could you try to say something to me? I heard voices. All right, well, I'm shutting down. This is the foundations of this place, of this building that's been torn down. I mean, there's several buildings here, really, but these were huge buildings, too. Look at that mess. Oh, look at that, part of the sign here. Keep out hazardous thing. Hazardous. Unauthorized entry or prohibited, trespass, prosecute. Well, the real obvious cinder blocks right here. And I'm trying to see if I can get myself into the heart of one of these, which I am pretty much right now, and possibly see some foundation still standing. It's probably buried within here. Everything's on top of it. All right. Yeah, this is definitely foundation I'm standing on right here. shit, this thing's about to fall. That's gonna hurt it fall on me. I gotta let go. Wow. It's about to come down on me. It's heavy. Don't try this at home, kids. Well, you can't try it at home. You have to come here and try it, and don't come here and try it. That's all I'm saying. Endless. Tragic. Back towards the active areas. Patients. Buildings standing. And of course, security patrolling everywhere. Here's an old fire hydrant. 141. The buildings they've taken down, and they've taken down a lot. There's still a ton. It's the biggest fortress of a psychiatric center, I think, in the world. I think that big bat building over there is building 25. This one's building 70, where I parked my car. And there's patients all around here. They're hanging out. I know they don't want to be filmed. I can hear them though. And they're right around the corner here. There's one guy there. Okay, here's an existing, I should say, abandoned building that is standing. So I think that abandoned building is building 95. And you can smell it. It's got that smell to it that is coming out here. So there must be some openings. But it's right around this big, I don't know if this is 25 or which building this is. It's right apart. It's like adjacent to it. But it's standing still. Wow, you can really smell it. It's just nice to see an abandoned building still standing here at Pilgrim. And it's boarded up pretty good, as you can see. And then you have this campus right here with a pool where patients actively use. I think it's like right next to this place. One day, these huge buildings will be abandoned as well. Here they got a basketball court. X on there. I think X is hazard. Not sure what that means. X. Gazebo. No longer in use. Wow, the stench is strong. Going here is really strong. With the decay, see openings like that. That's where you can smell the decay coming out. And there's little gaps. These boarded areas. All these are still, I believe, in use. Oh, your patrol car coming. And here is a beautiful archway. All right, let's go because I think we've been spotted. I don't want to get in trouble. buildings here I've been by that are old and cool and still in use. Ooh, some animal just ran in here.